Statistics show college students ages 18 to 24 are most prone to experiencing emotional or physical issues due to stress, family issues, or mental disabilities. 75% of college students experience depression and anxiety. 21% experience issues related to illegal drugs. 45% due to alcohol-related problems. Those with issues like these are twice as likely to drop out of college completely. In fact, 1,100 college campuses experience several suicide attempts annually. In general, the majority of students around the globe experience difficulty adjusting to college life. So the good news? You're not alone here. At the University of Findlay, students with issues large and small are able to seek counseling services for a shoulder to lean on or guidance for someone they know who may need help.
I think that we get a fair amount of students who will come in and say, I have a friend or I have a roommate that I'm concerned about, and how can I help them, or how can I get them to come seek the services. And a lot of times people kind of operate on their own timeline, and as Karen mentioned, kind of that readiness for change and seeking out the services, but sometimes providing information through, stopping in and picking up maybe some pamphlets and sharing with their friend, that these were some resources I found on campus that were available. We also feel like our website is pretty user-friendly, and sometimes students can use that contact page.
What's one thing that you can tell them they have to look forward to coming here?
Us.
Really, I think that's part of it, is we try to be very open and accessible and non-judgmental to the students. And, it's not the TV stereotype kind of experience. It's sitting and talking with somebody that cares about you, that's not going to judge you, that's going to keep things confidential. And I think if we think of what we want from a friend, that's not that we pretend to be their friends in that capacity, but that's what most people want, is to be listened, to be respected, to be heard, and to protect their privacy. So I said that kind of tongue-in-cheek about us, but I think we provide that service for them.
And I think, too, I would say the overwhelming majority of our students that maybe are a little apprehensive when they first come in, by the time they leave that first appointment, most people will say, oh my gosh, I wish I would have done this sooner, or, I feel so much better. So I definitely think that, them knowing that it is a safe, welcoming place, and that they can have that environment to dedicate some time to themselves and their personal growth and development, and that they'll have a lot of benefit from that.
UF students tend to agree with what the services have to offer.
A lot of it was because I couldn't deal with the constant amount of schoolwork that I had to do each night, always typing a paper. It wasn't much, but I couldn't handle it stressfully, so I needed to seek out counseling services through the help of Dr. Montague. She talked to me about that. I ended up having to drop her class to make it easier. I stayed with counseling services for up till November, and they basically talked to me how to better manage my studies and basically get to the point where I could easily manage things. I would help me prevent breaking down just from all the stress sometimes, and it really, their help talking to me each session would help me better plan things out and just get me right back on track academically. And they really took their time to focus on what exactly my problems were, instead of just saying you need to do this and you need to do that. They just helped me plan better.
It was just like my grades were like dropping and stuff, and I couldn't really concentrate. Like something happened at home, so I wanted to not that talking to my friends didn't help, but I felt like maybe if I went to counseling services, because they're professionals, that maybe they could help me. So what you do is you just go in whenever you want, because my problem was I was afraid that my grades were going to drop, and I wasn't being able to focus, and I didn't want to get involved with the wrong things. So they gave me ways to cope with it, and they'll give you pointers and stuff, and they don't act like you're crazy, and they don't no one knows about anything. You sign a confidentiality agreement. The only way that they can tell anyone anything is if you give them a clue that you're going to put others in danger or yourself in danger. But other than that, like, they can't say anything to anyone, and your parents don't know, and your friends don't know.
There is help.
There is help. There is help.
To 5, Monday through
Yeah.
Friday. Our open clinics are 10 to 11:30 on Friday. Most of the other things are done by appointment, but we certainly triage according to emergencies and take walk-ins if we're able.